Well, hello folks, it's Mike here. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron, where everything's better in cast iron. And today we've got a real special for you. Today, it was 18 years ago that Teresa's brother took his life. So we're going to honor him with a sandwich that was made at a restaurant in our town here, and they named it after John Boy. So we're going to make the John Boy special. Well, all right, Teresa's got us buttered up. We're going to butter our bread here and toast our bread. And then what we have here for this sandwich, basically it's just a club sandwich, but the restaurant in our town always made this for him when he would come in. He was a chiropractor in our town, and he always went to this restaurant, and they made this club sandwich, and they called it the John Boy. So we're going to get our toast toasted, our bread toasted, and then we're going to come back and we're going to assemble this sandwich and show you what this sandwich looks like. Okay, well, we got one side toasted here and we got the other side toasted, so we're going to get ready and let these cook down a little bit. But Teresa was going to tell you a little bit about her little baby brother. It was
he was a chiropractor, and he practiced on the square in our little town where he grew up, about 6 miles from Piggott. And anyway, he had a chiropractic office and a wildlife gallery, and because he loved the outdoors, he loved to hunt, and he loved everything about the outdoors, and he had all of his mounts in the office. And as a matter of fact, my son can remember every time he came in to get an adjustment when Noah was little. Noah was 4 when he passed away, but he would come in and he would adjust him, and he would let him reach up and touch the ram that was over the door. So Noah's told me about that. But he, there were 4 of us, and he was the baby, and he's 6 years younger than me. He's 11 years younger than my oldest brother, and of course he was our baby. And we named him. His name was John Rayburn, but we called him John Boy, and we were just simple country people, and that's who he was, and everybody knew him as John Boy. And then when he became a doctor, some people called him Dr. John Boy. But he was going through a divorce, and I'm never sure whether or not to bring this up every year, but you know, of course, it's always fresh in my mind. But I go ahead and do it. I post things on Facebook about him, a picture of him, and just say about how much how much we miss him, because the backside of suicide is really hard, and you feel so much guilt, and even people just that barely knew him would tell us about the guilt they felt. But he in his funeral, I've never seen that many people. There were about 1,200 people at his funeral that day of the funeral. People put flowers on his office door. I just can't even explain what happened. We had a week because there was an autopsy done. We had to wait a week before we did his funeral. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that part of it anymore, really. I want to celebrate this sandwich because they made this sandwich for him because he would go around the square and he would eat at the different restaurants on the square. And this was one he ate at, and it's called Donna's Country Kitchen. And Donna and her sister, her sisters worked there, and they made this sandwich, and because he ate it all the time, and it was just a simple club sandwich, and he loved it, and they loved him. Everyone in the community loved him, and he would. If we were slow, I worked for him in the chiropractic office, so I was with him every day. I mean, I was very, very, very close with him, and so if we were slow, he would walk around the square of our community. We had the courthouse was in the center, and he would walk around the square, and if he ran into someone, next thing you know, he would bring them back to the office, and he would say, Mrs. Jones needs an adjustment, and we're going to adjust her. And I'd be like, no, John Boy, you got to fill out paperwork. He was like, we'll worry about that afterwards or later. And then when people would go to pay, he'd be like, no, we're not charging you today. he did that a lot because he was very giving, and he was a very good chiropractor, and I feel like he had a gift in his hands, the way he would help people. I still to this day have people telling me about how they miss him so much, and of course our family, we just miss him deeply. But and if you I'll never understand it, but if you feel that way, please reach out and get some help. You can call me and Mike.
Yeah.
But reach out and get help. There is the National Suicide Hotline, which we'll post, but just reach out to someone. The world is awful without you. It's hard. It's hard to go on without you, and how much you're missed, and
you are loved, whether you believe it or not. You are loved by a ton of people.
Yes, you don't know how many people. You don't realize.
Yeah.
You don't realize who is watching you and who is looks up to you. And John Boy was dearly loved, and I mean, he was told every day how much he was loved, but he really was hurting. He was just hurting. He had so much hurt inside of him. But anyway, this is to we just want to make this sandwich to show you how it was something that he loved, and the thing about him was he loved the outdoors, and he loved people, and he loved food.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got our toast here, so why don't, if you know how to make it better, let me just get out of your way and let you,
help me here.
Well, I'll help you, but I mean,
We need to put mayonnaise on.
Okay, now the skillet's hot, so folks just...
I'm trying to think, I guess we'll put the mayonnaise
just go ahead and put that on there.
I'll just put it on 2 pieces. We probably want it on more than one. Because I think after the mayonnaise you need to put some cheese. I think we need some cheese next.
Well, I'm just going to try to put these on our
Put some cheese on that
sandwich. All right. We'll lay our cheese down. Got some good cheddar cheese. Or this is American cheese, isn't it?
And I think maybe we want to put some
ham and then tomato on one.
Ham and tomato.
Yeah.
I thought the tomato, lettuce, and bacon go together.
However you want to do it.
Ham and tomato. I think you're right. Put the tomato between it. Put the tomato between that, but so it doesn't make the bread soggy. Okay.
I don't know if we're getting this on the.
You better go with that.
No, we're not getting the.
Okay. Do we need to start that over?
I would just go with it.
And then, okay, ham and tomato, and then the next piase. Is that right?
Yeah,
and then do it that way because we got bacon, lettuce, and I don't know. The lettuce may should have gone on there, but anyway,
that's okay. And then we'll put turkey and the lettuce, and then we're good.
And the bacon.
And the bacon.
I'm gonna have bacon on it.
Yeah, everybody needs bacon.
Here's the Here's some turkey. We'll do this together. Okay.
Is that one sandwich or two?
That's one.
Okay.
That'll just be one. Maybe a little much.
It's
going to be thick anyway.
Okay,
and
so.
Then here's some bacon, and then we'll put some lettuce next.
All right.
Here's some bacon. I don't know if you
We'll
want
have to break that, yeah. Now I need some turkey there.
You need turkey over there.
I don't want to short you turkey. So.
Turkey. Do we need the extra piece here?
No, it's okay. And just
and
I've got it here.
Got it? All right. Here's a piece of lettuce. We use the romaine lettuce. I like it the best.
All right. Now we're going to need. That's everything. We just need mayonnaise on top.
No, do you want more mayonnaise? You like mayonnaise?
Yeah, you can put a little bit more on there.
Okay. Yeah, these are. I love a club sandwich, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
But this was his favorite, and he had different places he'd go. One thing that's so funny is he would not carry a lot of cash with him, and he would have. He would go to these restaurants, of course they all knew him, so he would go in there and he would have whatever amount of cash. Let's say let's say his bill was $8 and he had $2.15, he would give them $2.15 and they would charge the rest, and I would pay them at the end of each month for his food. And there's the things to stick in it. And then it was really funny. The owners always got tickled at him because of the way he would do that. And I would say, John, use your card, or I'll give you more money. He'd be like, no, I just give him what I have in my pocket. And he would empty his pockets and give him however much cash he had with him. He was bad about not even carrying his money with him or his card or anything. So, and mostly the restaurants at that time didn't take, like a debit card. So he just would have whatever amount of cash and he would use it. And anyway, this was his favorite right here. Let's see the inside of it there. Oh, I'm making a mess, but anyway, that was his favorite sandwich. There's many different ways to make it, and just kind of wanted to think about him today and think about good things.
Yeah. Well, that's good, Teresa. I'm glad you shared that with us. And folks, we appreciate you taking the time to watch this with us. And this is a John Boy special. It's just a club sandwich with regular potato chips and a pickle wedge. And we're just doing this in honor of Teresa's baby brother, John Boy Rayburn Howell. And so we appreciate you guys. You guys have a great day, and we'll be seeing you soon. It's Mike and Teresa, Mr. and Mrs. Cast Iron. We'll see you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.